Hello, welcome to Reforged Studio. Sean again today, bringing you another contrast and chill. This time the glorious Blood Angels. I'm using a Mark 6 Marine for this, and to start off you need to base spray your model with GW Grey Seer. As always with these contrast and chill series, it's just to get the model on the table quickly, looking good, and going for that weathered aesthetic for Heresy. Using simple methods, no airbrush, so everyone can do it. And we're going to start off with the perfect colour of Blood Angels Red. So you can see here I got a little bit eager and started painting before actually pressing play. I did a leg before I noticed. Now the key with contrast paints over large smooth surface areas is do it fairly quickly, but still not too quick that you lose control, and you're aiming to end your brush strokes in a recess so it doesn't pull. I just follow this technique all the way around the model, avoiding any areas which you'll see shortly that I've left that I don't want to be red. And here we are with the red finished, not quite dry yet, but you can see there's no major pool in it anywhere. Now when it did dry, I did notice a little bit of darker patches on the shoulder pad. This is where you're going to have the most issues. Now if you get the red anywhere you don't want it to be, you just use a little bit of that grey seer to touch it up. Now onto the bolter casing, as well as the left shoulder pad. We're going to use Black Templar contrast, and this one you can put on quite thickly. Both the paints used so far straight out the pot, so no thinning required. I will also use the Black Templar contrast on any of the joints in the armour, like at the back of the legs here, and just at the hip as well. Now here's all the black picked out. Also went for the vents on the top of the backpack there because I thought it looked quite cool. Now to pick out the eyes, I'm going to go for a green, and I've picked Aldari Emerald. I see you just want a little small brush here, nicely just dot those eyes. Apologies for going out of focus and weird angles, I just find it easier. And there we are, they're done. We're going to go straight onto the metallics after this, and we're going to use Lead Belcher. This is going to hit everything that's left with grey seer paint on it essentially. So it's going to be the straps on his chest, other bits left on his bolt gun, and the exhaust on the backpack. And here we are with all the Lead Belcher picked out. I apologise for this next bit. It was all out of focus and I even forgot to show which paint. It's just picking out the studs with Retributor armour to give that shoulder pad a bit more interest. After I've finished picking out all the details, you want to gloss the model. Just a rattle clan gloss, and I've applied a transfer there that you can see. Now we're going to use some oils. We're using Lamp Black and thinning it down with Winsor & Newton's Sansador. So we want to get this to a wash consistency, and we're just going to dot it into the recesses, and because we've got a gloss on there, the Killer reaction is just going to suck it all into those nooks and crannies. Just like this. It's almost cheating. Just want to work your way all around the model, and on the metallics I like put it all over, just like you see me doing on the backpack and on the chest piece, as well as the bolt gun metallics. Now here we are with the oils all applied. You want to give it about half an hour before going on to the next stage, just to give it a bit of a chance for those oils to half dry. Don't take a hairdryer to it because it will blow them everywhere. So you could see they were half dry there. The way to tell is they start going a bit matte. And now we just want to clean up any mistakes. So for this, you just need a makeup applicator that I'm using here, and then just brush off any oil that is left on a surface that you don't want. You can see I'm trying to do it in a downward motion, so it's all consistent. And if there's any that's too dry, dip your makeup applicator into a bit of Sansador thinner, and it will whip it right off. You see how much is coming off there. It's important to make them at least half dry, otherwise you're going to take them all off and you'll have to repeat the stage again. A good way I like to do is if you batch painting, leave it 12 hours or so come back to it in the morning. Now when your oils are dry, you want to mat this down, rattle can again, and then you're ready to add a little bit of weathering. So I've gone for Skaven Blight Dinge, bit of a sponge from a casing. Dip it in, take quite a bit off with a bit of tissue like you see me doing there, and then just work around the model, sponging it. It's all personal preference how much chipping you want to do. Try and aim for the edges of a model. Pick it out, make it look like it's got some highlights using the chipping. But like I say, entirely up to you how weathered you want these. I'd recommend doing a little bit, having a look. If you're happy, stop there. If you're not, add a little bit more. Obviously you can't take it off once you've done it. Once you're happy with how much chipping you've got, we're going to go back to some more oils, this time burnt umber. Now you want to make a pot of like thin down solution, a bit thinner than your pin wash, and there's also some on the side in that pot that's quite raw, which I'll just take a little tiny bit on my brush and I will dot around the model in random places and this is going to be to create some streaks, so it looks like the weathering's a little bit aged. Same principle as the chipping, you can go as heavy as you like, obviously do a little bit. If you want more, then go and reapply some more. Once you place your dots, you want to clean your brush, have it still slightly damp with that Sansador, and then just start flicking down the dots, and the thinner on your brush will help it streak, just like you can see me do on the shoulder there. Now if you've gone too heavy with a dot and your streak's a bit more than you want, you see I'll just clean my brush here quickly, wipe a bit away, and then restreak it down, and it will be a little bit lighter so it's not as dark. Once you've done all your streaks, we're going to use that wash that we made, quite thin, and this is just to apply some filters of some heavily wet areas and quite dirty. You can also try and hide any imperfections that you got anywhere, and add to the recesses where a little bit more dirt would sit. It's also good on your metallics as it will add some variation to them. Again, as much or as little as you like. If you put too much on, clean your brush, wipe it off, and you're good to go again. Then after that, all you need to do is base your model and let the oils dry, and you're all done. I've just done a little simple base for this example. And that's a very easy, nice looking weathered Heresy model, quickly available to get on the tabletop. I hope you found this helpful. Just like, comment, all the usual stuff to help the algorithm. And if you want to support us more, there's links below to affiliates as well as membership, which you'll get additional content off some Cophonia campaign and access to videos early, as well as our Discord. I've been Sean, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.